Welcome everyone to the beginning of a new epic series, Proxy Nexus to Grandmaster. After doing Proxy Hatch and PFers to Grandmaster, I was really tempted to complete the trifecta with PROTOSS, and here we are. In this series you can expect absolutely ridiculous cheeses, building next time people's main, taking all the gold bases on the map and all fun stuff like that. Now for the first game, I'm going to be going for an absolutely and very high requested classic, pretending to be AFK. Let's begin. Alright, so the first game is against a Terran. Okay, now I'm a little bit scared to do this challenge, to be honest, because actually someone in the comments posted, but I think I talked about it in Proxy Hatch to Grandmaster. Someone in the comments said, please don't do Proxy Nexus to GM, it's just too stupid. And you know what? You're completely right, but if you guys have watched my channel long enough, you know that is definitely not going to scare me off from doing an incredibly silly build order. Now, something I'm scared of is I don't know how many probes I can send out. Like, I want to pretend to be AFK, I would totally be me to write good luck, have fun on accident, by the way. But I'm not sure when he's gonna scout. Like, what if I send out these probes and then his SUV just walks in and is like, hey, where are you going, buddy? Well, I mean, we can always change the objective. If we, if we are scouted, we can just pretend to be AFK the next game and go for a normal Proxy Nexus in this one. Now, I'm trying to think if there's something I'm forgetting, because I can do a lot of things well, but sometimes I also autopilot a little bit. So, for example, I should not be using this chrono boost whatsoever. I can also be a bit risky by microing the probes. You see, this is actually a thing that a lot of people would not do. But you can micro the probes, so they're on the closer mineral patches like these, and you actually mine a little bit better. But if you micro the probes too well, they might actually pay attention to it, though probably this guy is not going to see it. I mean, he is a very menacing Terran barcode. Now, can I get away with using a chrono boost from this on the Nexus over here? That's going to be the question. Now, I can actually still make a gateway pretty fast. I do remember, I'm not sure if this was introduced in Heart of the Swarm or Legacy of the Void, but at first, probes actually wouldn't mine automatically. So you couldn't really do this challenge. You would have to mine and then put your workers back at the Nexus to pretend to be AFK. But here, the workers are actually mining automatically, so that's nice. Now, I was very tempted to make another probe, because do you think you would really notice if I had 13 instead of 12 probes mining, But I think I'm gonna, stick to the plan here and be smart about it. Now, I haven't seen anything yet. What if he's just never gonna scout? That would be... I mean, I was going to say hilarious. It would also be pretty tragic if we were just never to be scouted. Now, let's see. Can I risk it? I'm just going to do it, guys. Here we go. Cheeky chrono boost. Never has hurt anyone. There we go. I should probably unhotkey this Nexus, to be fair. I don't think he's going to check the chrono boost. I feel like if I was playing against a PROTOSS player, I would probably not waste the chrono boost because he might be more aware. Now, can I use another one? That's probably a little bit too suspicious, right, if I would do that. I do think it would be pretty sick. I don't know if you guys have watched a lot of my videos in the previous challenges, but I have played against map hackers a few times. Like, not too often, maybe like twice or something. So imagine if you're a map hacker and you would see this. That would be absolutely insane. I'm going to just take another gas. I think we're actually unfortunate in the way that my opponent has not scouted us. So he doesn't even know that I'm AFK. He just scanned me. Okay, so I used 2 chrono boosts, right? He could see that there's 100 energy missing. I can't believe he scanned my base, by the way, instead of just sending an SCV or something. In case you guys don't know, if you scan, you are basically not using a meal, which... Okay. Huh. Yeah, okay, well... At least my intent is finishing. This is very interesting, guys. I have to say, this is something else. I have played a lot of StarCraft. I've done a lot of challenges. I don't think I've ever had this happen to me before. I mean, I've also quite literally never pretended to be AFK in my entire life, I think. So, that is one thing too. But is this a normal strategy? Or like, do you guys do this all the time on the ladder? Like, I actually don't know what's going on here. I guess we'll just start macroing in our main base as well. Gonna make 2 gateways here. I mean, I still would love to get like an actual reaction. Maybe I'll do it again after this, to be honest, because this is gonna be pretty funny always. But yeah, okay, this is definitely a start to the show. I can tell you guys that much. This is definitely some kind of a start to the show. My opponent appears to be on 1 base. I wonder if we're getting like Proxy Thord or something. What if this guy is just a uThermal fan and he saw my name, which is surprised by it? But did I have good luck and fun? No, I didn't. Okay, I was just checking. What if he saw my name, that is surprised, and he's like, yeah, there's no way this is not uThermal. So maybe he's doing a Proxy Thor. I'm just gonna scout. What if he's doing the same thing? I'm gonna scout the map myself. Now I'm starting to get very paranoid here. I'm gonna make another battery. I'm going to start chrono boosting the Twilight here. I mean, I do have 3 Nexi. My build was absolutely terrible, by the way. I'm missing, like... How many workers do you think I'm missing at this point? Probably like 10. I mean, I don't have any units. I'm very far behind, but... My opponent also seems to be doing something very weird. So I don't even know if we are truly behind anymore at this point. What if his build is just as bad as mine? You never know. Okay, so we're getting scanned. That is usually a sign that they're gonna attack, right? Is there a gold base on this map, by the way? I don't think so, right? Royal Blood? No. There's definitely a few maps with gold bases. Oh, by the way, if you guys enjoyed my Proxy Astro GM series, you're gonna love this one too, because trust me, guys, I play PROTOSS like an absolute baboon as well, okay? That is not limited to my Zerg play. I definitely play PROTOSS like an absolute baboon as well. So, if you guys did enjoy Proxy Hatch, this is gonna be just a series for you, I'm sure. Now, I guess I'll just get a Robo at this point. I'm really still confused at what my opponent's doing. Maybe he was just scared by taking his CC or something? I would love to watch this replay. He has a bunch of Cyclones. I'm gonna have to be honest with you guys here. Oh, there's a Liberator in my base, okay. A Cyclone is not a great unit against PROTOSS. So the fact that I see this gives me a lot of confidence. And I can say that with full confidence because I am mostly a Terran player, right? If I would make Cyclones against a PROTOSS, I'm probably just memeing around a little bit because those units, as you're going to be able to see here, they're just not that great against PROTOSS units. There you go. Yeah, poor guy. This is not the unit you want to build. If, yeah, I mean, this is just a TVP tip. If this guy's going to watch my video, if you guys are going to play on the ladder, you do not want to be making Cyclones against PROTOSS because they don't do anything at all. And that's... I kind of feel bad for this guy because he had such a good start. But then he decides to go 2 factory Cyclone. And there's nothing I can make of it, guys. I'm going to be... Yeah, I've been honest before. I'm going to say it again. Cyclones, absolute no-no. You cannot make those against PROTOSS. They're just absolutely awful. There's only one situation where you can make Cyclones against PROTOSS, which is if you're playing against Stargate. If you play against Proxy Void, where you can make them. If you play against a normal Stargate opener, you can attack with them. But macro Cyclones, they're so... These are like... I want to say twice as expensive as a Stalker. Well, that's not quite true. They're not twice as expensive. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're also 10 times worse. So there we go. Pretending to be AFK, honestly, I guess it was a fail, but I'm just really confused at what my opponent did. Like, he scanned my main, and he sent his first Marine to the court. This guy is absolutely insane. This guy is 5 million IQ. Whoever you are, if you watch this video, you actually have 3 gajillion IQ. Makes a bunker as well. Wow. But I actually... What if we just didn't know the spawns of the map? That could be a thing. Maybe this is his first time on the new map when he didn't know the spawns. No, that sounds a little bit too ridiculous. Imagine scouting here. Anyway, that's it for game number 1. Let's keep it going. Alright, game number 2 against another Terran. Let's see if we have another... Inhuman genius, just like the last game. Now, I guess we're also on a mission to figure out which follow-up is the best in pretending to be AFK. Now, just to clarify, guys, this is not what the entire series is going to be about. This is mostly just going to be, you know, the first episode, really, until I make it work, at least. Maybe the third game I'll do something else. But I always like improving my things. Even in challenges, there's a way to do it better, of course. So I want to figure out what the best follow-up is to... doing a Proxy Nexus like that, where my economy is just an absolute shambles, basically. Because maybe going for a Stargate is good, maybe going for Blink is good, maybe keeping it cheesy and going for DTs is good. As you guys know, I do like to mine a little bit of salt, and what better way to do that than making DTs, right? I'm gonna go for the same strategy here. Oh, for a second I thought that was a scout. I thought we were getting proxied. You know, I would be very upset if I would proxy, and I would get scouted because my opponent's trying to build a Nexus first in the corner of the map, okay? I'm just telling you guys, if that happened to me, I would probably be a little bit upset. Now, there we go. Nexus is down. I guess in this case, I should probably be trying to wall off. We do have a pretty nice ramp over here. And if this base gets scouted, I don't think it matters if there's a building here or the Nexus is here. Someone is only going to walk up this ramp to see the entire base, right? Else there's no way you would check this. Oh, I do need to cancel that probe, by the way. That would have been a little bit problematic. Now, I do hope this opponent scouts, because I really want this to work out. I don't just want to have my opponents never scout and not even realize that I'm trying to be AFK, you know? That would be a little bit of a shame. Now, can I make one more? I think it's a little bit too risky. Mostly because I don't know when the probe is coming in. I don't doubt that if I made a 13th probe instead of 12, that they might not notice. But if I was making a probe exactly as the SCV comes in, then we're just absolutely screwed. Now, I need to make sure to not hotkey that Nexus, because if I make a probe here on accident, that could be it. Now, there's a few different things that can happen. Sometimes if your opponent's AFK, what people will do is they pull all the workers and kill it, right? What they can also do is just make a Reaper and kill all your stuff. And sometimes they want to have some fun. So they'll like, for example, make like a battle cruiser or something, right? And that might be the best thing to do. Now let's see what's gonna happen here. Like the thing is, he could theoretically just be killing all my SCVs for free, and you know there's nothing I could do about it because I don't want to give away my cover, right? Ooh, dude. As the SCV was out of sight, I was really tempted to throw down a Chrono Boost on his Nexus over here. That would have been really funny. I'm surprised he hasn't attacked yet with his SCV. Let's see. I do actually wonder if this is a strategy people try more often on the ladder. Like, what if everyone is just gonna scout the corner of the map after seeing this? That'd be very funny. Now, maybe I should save a recall here so I can recall my probes after they die. It really depends on what he does with his attack, because he could either kill the Nexus or kill the workers first. If he scouts it, of course. If he kills the Nexus, that means I can recall my workers after, which would be absolutely insane. Then I'd actually keep all of these workers alive. There's still nothing here. I guess I'm gonna go for an expansion. Probably this one is the safest way to take, right? I could also expand here, but that's towards my opponent, who is in the top right, which is a little bit terrifying, so don't think I'm gonna do that. Now, he hasn't done anything yet. Okay, I mean, I guess I should not reveal my units until I see any of his units show up at least, right? Like, at this point, he probably still thinks I'm AFK. Maybe he's making a battle cruiser, like I said. I have no idea whatsoever. Should I quarter boost this? No, I think I need more probes, right? Keep in mind, my economy is terrible. I'm very lucky he's letting me mine with these 12 extra workers, by the way. If that wasn't the case, I don't even know what I would be doing here. Now, should I go for the Stargate this time or for a Twilight again? I guess I should go for the Twilight here, just so we can actually test it. Keep in mind, the last game, I couldn't really test it because my... Wait, did I just... Oh, no. For a second, I had 2 Nexi here. For a second, I thought I hotkeyed that Nexus and I used it to Chrono Boost. Okay, so I have 3 Adepts. Oh, no. I'm getting 3 Adepts on the way now. Should I make a Robo or get away for Blink? I actually have no idea. I do need to put camera hotkeys. I remember this. Okay, there's a Marauder in my base at 4 minutes. First, I wanted to say, is this a proxy? But it's quite clearly not, because it's 4 minutes into the game. It feels like a proxy because I has nothing. He also has Cyclones here. Okay, so I'm gonna make a couple of these. And now I'm gonna send my Adepts into his base. See if I can kill 1,000,000 workers with this. That's the plan. Okay, Chrono Boost this Nexus. I can actually use this Nexus to do a bunch of Chrono Boosts. It's too bad he hasn't pulled SCVs, but I can use that Nexus to do a bunch of Chrono Boost as it's about to die, basically. There's no way he's gonna pay attention to this. Here we go. We're gonna get into the base, I think. Yeah, we are. We are into the... This guy's also making Cyclones. Guys, you gotta stop making Cyclones against PROTOSS, okay? Trust me on this one. No more Cyclones against PROTOSS, please. Do it for yourselves. Oh my god, he's actually taking so much damage. I did forget to make... or to Chrono Boost my stuff. That's unfortunate. I mean, I have absolutely no workers. But he's also not gonna have a lot of workers left. He's losing everything to these 3 Adepts, guys. Am I just gonna kill him with these 3 Adepts because he's A-moving the workers? He should be saving the workers. He probably stopped paying attention because I was AFK here. Wait, that Adept is not even gonna die. How many kills did these have? There's about 20 kills on these almost. I'm just gonna keep Chrono Boosting my Blink. Yeah, and I think, believe it or not, guys, I think I might be ahead in economy at this point, which sounds absolutely ridiculous to say. Okay, this Adept survives. Did he find my base? He did find my base. And now, this is the trap, guys. My Blink is almost gonna finish. Remember what I told you about the Cyclones? And you guys saw it in action the last game. He's gonna come across with the Cyclones, but it's gonna be so late because he went home first that I can just Blink on the Cyclones, kill them all, and that is gonna be it for him, I think. Because if he loses the army, he won't be able to recover from it. Let's get that Cyclone as well. Lol, nice. There you go. Thank you very much. And that was absolutely beautiful. Pretending to be AFK worked perfectly and it destroyed him. Maybe we'll try it again in this series, but for the next game, I want to do a really delicious cheese building a Nexus in someone's base. So let's go. Let's see. Oh, we got a PROTOSS player. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is the thing I was the most afraid of in this challenge, because I figured doing a Proxy Nexus in PvP is insanely difficult. And I mean, at the level where that might be like the hardest challenge I've ever done, right? I think in general, Proxy Nexus might be, to be fair. But there's like a lot of cheeses that can make it a bit stronger, you know? What Proxy Nexus in PvP, like, oh my goodness, that's gonna be hard. How are we even gonna do that? I am gonna wall off, actually. I wasn't planning to, because I want to cheese my opponent anyway. But I think against the depths, you kind of have to. Now, there's there's a few strategies I have in mind. I think Proxy Nexus against PROTOSS could work if I just hide a base, like over there or something. I think that's actually, you know, it's not a great strategy, but it could work, I want to say. I could also hide the Nexus in my opponent's base and just use it to recall adepts into his base. And I know that sounds really, really, really stupid, but it is just one idea that I have. Now, let's see. There's nothing in my opponent's base yet. Okay, he's actually building his gateway there. That's interesting. Obviously, my scout is ridiculously early. It's not weird that he's chasing me. This kind of looks like I'm doing a cannon rush more than anything else. I should probably make a pylon here or something just to, like, scare him off a little bit. It's not the most efficient wall off ever by me, by the way. Could have been a lot better. Also, don't think I need that much gas. I mean, I'm gonna build it barely in vision, so he's gonna be scared. We're gonna start like this. I'm gonna go for the adept strategy, recalling stuff in his base. But I hope he sees that. If he doesn't see that, it's just wasted. Come on, attack it, buddy. I'm cannon rushing you right now. Go for the pylon. Oh no, he's actually not gonna do anything about it. Oh, that is actually very unfortunate. Oh well, it sucks. Sucks to be us, guys, but that's okay. Oh, he went now. Did you see that? He pulled his probes after I... Look at that. That's funny. Maybe he just heard the explosion. I think that's not unrealistic. Oh, he's expanding very fast, by the way. That is pretty insane. Okay, it's time for me to pop down the Nexus, I think. I'm gonna put it... I could put it either next to his base and kind of either bait him to attack me, or I could just put it kind of in the corner over here. I think he's gonna see it either way, but I'm just gonna make it there anyway. Okay, the Nexus has been built. I wish I made that gas a little bit later. And then the plan here is... How many adepts can I make? I think I can make 4 adepts. Or maybe 6 if I'm lucky. In the time that Nexus finishes, that I can just recall them into his base. That's the plan. So the thing here is he doesn't have a wall off. So it might be more efficient to walk across instantly. I'm also going to make a pylon somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. I guess I can make it in his natural. To try and... warp in there later. I mean, warp gate's gonna take a really long time to finish, to be fair. Let's get a pylon down here. He's still attack. Oh, actually, I can go in now and scout the tech. That's gonna be pretty nice. Okay, there we go. Next is gonna finish at 25. How long does an adept take to it? 30. Might barely not make 6 adepts, but that's gonna be okay. It is gonna be a really fast timing. Yeah, so he made a battery. That's kind of what I expected. Let's see, do I have another chrono boost? I almost have one. Actually, I'm not quite gonna make it, but it's gonna be close. I'm gonna make some units there. Or a pylon there, so I can potentially make a battery as well. I can also recall the probes, well, that's probably a little bit much. Let's see, this one is slightly behind, so we'll go for that. What's the button for a recall? Okay, it's R. I'm always scared if I do abilities that I haven't done before, that'll like mispress them, you know? Okay, here we go. 6 adept, 330. That is very fast. Okay, here we go. Gonna shade those in. I actually have enough to overpower the battery, I think. There we go. I mean, I'm just gonna go here anyway. Kill some probes. When is that gonna finish? Probably go for another gateway as well. I mean, the battery overcharge is gonna finish at some point. And I should be making batteries here too. I have enough adept for this. He's fighting me, but I have more adepts than you. So he needs to be very careful here. I'm gonna get those adepts in. Warp gate is about to finish, which is fantastic. Here we go. So to get some batteries in here. Actually, I should have made the batteries here, because then I could have used battery overcharge. Oh, that's my own building. That would have made way more sense. Okay, I barely have more adepts than him, but it's close. I do have 2 more adepts on the way that are walking across the map. I should be shading these. I think his battery overcharge is going to be on cooldown for a little bit longer. He does still have energy, though. I don't think I want to be fighting against the energy. I'm going to cancel one of these, because I do believe I have enough. Now, I got 2 more adepts over here. Okay. This is actually such a weird dance. Look at this. I'm trying to balance adepts on 2 sides with my Nexus in the base as well. Oh, I could be using that for chrono boost, actually. That's not a bad idea. Let's pull those back. Got another warp gate finishing up as well. Man, this is such a ridiculous... This might be one of the dumbest cheats I've ever tried. But at the same time, I feel like there's some potential. Look, the batteries are going ham, completely drained of energy. I actually legitimately think there's some potential in this strat, because the 6 adepts hit so fast. Now, ideally, this game I just really wanted to try it, but ideally, you do this on a map such as Ancient Cistern, I think it was called, where you have a massive main base where you can't see. Like here, he saw the Nexus. It makes it a bit obvious. He could have made more batteries. His build was also a little bit greedy to begin with. But if you can actually hide it on the map where they don't see the Nexus, you can get 6 adepts in your opponent's base super fast. Especially if they go for a wall off, they might not even think about units coming in their base. In this case, he didn't. But yeah, this strategy is definitely something I'm going to remember. Obviously, we're going to have to solve PvP in this series as we go. But I hope you guys enjoyed this small first little episode. I did the requested classic of pretending to be AFK. I think you guys have been asking me to do that for a year. Anyway, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and to see y'all for the next one. Adios.